Leggett Speed Academy.
Cool.
And you can log on leggettspeed.com and buy the course. Is only $19.97. It's worth it. You want your kids going to the Division I school, or you want to go into community college? You choose.
I love it.
I'm just trying to help. Hey, they choose. I'm just trying to help them out.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to see my kids play on TV.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, hey, Canes fans, go give that a follow and make sure help our boy Lance out. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Nah, thank you, bro.
Thanks. Go Canes, man.
All right.
Cool, man.
He's
Dude,
funny.
Yeah. Oh, I love Lance. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's.
Dude, I love his confidence, man.
Yeah.
He's a confident dude.
He just sounds like a former Cane.
Yeah, he's a confident dude. I like that. And even when he's telling like practices, like stories from practice, because I love last time when we had him on and we, I was like, hey, Lavon wanted me to ask you about your fight with DeMarcus Van Dyke, and he's like, oh yeah, ask Lavon if he remembers me running past him all the time in practice. Yeah, he's a funny dude, man. I'm glad. It sounds like things are going really well for him. He said he's got his rental properties and stuff going on. Got the Speed Academy, so we're really pumped for him.
Yeah, absolutely. We're so excited for him. Make sure you go look up Leggett Speed Academy. And we thank him again for coming on. Is our second guest ready to go?
So he's not. He's I'm having a hard time getting a hold of Vaughn right now.
Okay.
So we could do the Mount Marshmore of FSU Miami games if you want.
Alrighty, let's do it. I will. Sorry, go ahead.
So let's just do 4 between the two of us. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. All right, I'll let you go first.
Okay. So my first submission is you're much more of a Canes historian than I am. So I'm gonna have to go with the low hanging fruit, and I'm gonna take the 2017 game. Dude, just when Daryl Langham caught that pass and falls into the end zone, man, just pure euphoria.
Yeah, that was honestly one of the happiest moments of my life.
Yep.
That game, I just when FSU scored to make it 2017 in the fourth quarter, yeah. I was so certain we were done, and I was so pissed.
Yeah,
I was so pissed.
Well, and to add context to it, so I mean we're coming off the Brad Kaya era, where FSU was really, really good for a while, and Brad would get our teams up for those games. I mean, we were taking it to Jameis Winston and Dalvin Cook. I mean, 2 guys that are making a ton of money in the NFL right now. And Brad is like locking horns with them, taking it to the very end of the game, like nail biter type stuff. And then his last year, we have that blocked extra point that just, oh my gosh, that's one of the worst sports moments of my life. So, I mean, that all just set the stage perfectly, because I'm with you. We go down 17-20, and you're just thinking like, dude, there's just no way. Like, I've seen this movie before. This has been the last 3 years of my life. It's all just playing back again. And then, geez. And like, our passing game wasn't even our strength that year.
No, so hell no, it wasn't.
Yeah, and
Malik was like 10 for 50 that game.
Yeah, and Daryl Langham was like, all due respect, like he was kind of a bench warmer for most of that year, like he came up with the biggest plays of the whole season, but he just didn't play much.
I know. Yeah, he's remembered for 2 catches.
Yeah, well, I mean, he probably only had like 10 that year. Honestly, I'm going to look that up. I want to see how many catches he had. well, so you give us our next one. I'm going to look up Daryl Langham's stats.
So my second one is my first ever Canes game. It was Miami, Florida State, 2002. Wide left. Canes are down 27-14 at the start, or in the fourth quarter, and somehow Ken Dorsey leads us back. He wasn't sharp all day, but he led us back, and McGahee takes a screen pass like 66 yards or something. I thought the Orange Bowl was going to collapse. Then Jason Gathers brings it into the house, and then 28-27, 43-yard field goal to win it. They could have won. They could have won that game and shocked the entire country. No chance at the Fiesta Bowl for us. Yeah. And they missed it.
Yep.
They missed it because they're a bunch of suck-ass losers.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it.
Sorry. That was just building up in my heart, so I had to let it out.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Okay, so I'm going to go wait, hold on. Okay, so Darrell Langham had 13 receptions that year. No, sorry, 11.
Wow.
He had 11 receptions for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is.
Okay. All right, what's your third game?
Hold on, let me pull up I don't know. I'm gonna let you go again.
So my third one, and I forgot to mention, we're doing Mount Marshmores of FSU games like during our fanhood, and so we can't go back into the 80s or the 90s. Okay. Although I'd want to.
You were making me sweat. You didn't even tell me that. So you were making me sweat. I was like, oh no, what game was my right one? You know.
So for number 3, I am going to say. Yeah, you know what? Let's go 2018. Okay. The comeback. Yeah, Miami down 27-7, another game I flew down for. And, 27-7. I was so pissed. I don't know where you were watching the game, but I was walking around the terminals at Hard Rock Stadium or the concourses just talking to myself about how angry I was. I was like, oh, my God, why are we running a halfback dive? And we're down 20 points. I couldn't stop talking about myself. And then Sheldrick Redwine gets the comeback started with the fumble, or the sack and the fumble. Gerald Willis recovers, and then touchdown. And then Brevin Jordan from like 45 yards, 50 yards away, N'Kosi Perry to Brevin, 28-27. Oh, that game. I wanted to cry. I was so happy. I was standing in the stands on my chair that eventually broke. I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
That game was so beautiful.
Yeah, man. I was working front desk at a hotel, and that was like the busiest night of probably the whole time I worked there. But I had like my laptop set up under the desk with the game streaming on it, and I was just sneaking peeks as often as I could. That was a good one though.
Yeah, it won't go down into the classics just because Florida State sucked that year and we ended up sucking. But man,
yeah,
that is right up there with like my favorite FSU games.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree, man. So I'm gonna go for the 4th of Mount Marshmore, and so we're talking just since probably 2006-ish, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, that gives us like 5 wins to choose from in the last 15 years.
I sure hope you're mentioning this game that's in my head, but I'll let you go.
I think I'm going to. I've actually talked about this almost every episode, and it's because we've been talking about how crappy we perform in primetime. And, I said it seems like we're 3-46 in my fanhood lifetime in primetime, and this is that first primetime win that I can remember watching. 2009 Labor Day night, Miami FSU. Our guy Ja'Cory Harris, well, your guy, and Greg Cooper, had 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. And that was the game that Ponder turned the ball over on downs like very late in the game, right in the end zone.
Oh, did he?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I might be thinking of a different game, but
I think because I don't think he was on that team.
Ponder was the quarterback of the.
Christian Ponder. I thought you meant Lavon.
Oh no, my bad. Just at the end of the game, they're at 3rd and goal at the Miami 2, and Christian Ponder threw an incomplete pass as the time expired, and dude, what a good game. I remember, so at least over here in Utah, I was actually watching that game by myself. I would have been 15 years old, and
I think I was like 13 or 14. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and everyone had gone to bed, so I was just watching it by myself. And dude, that was one of my first like amazing sports experiences. Like, well, I was still feeling out my Miami Hurricanes fanhood at the time, because it was probably only 3-4 years into being a super fan like I am now. And dude, it's just there's
Yeah,
nothing
well,
better than
and
Florida
FSU
State.
was ranked that
Yeah.
day. Like they
Yep.
came into the season like 18th or something. We were unranked. It was the first game of the season.
Yep.
It was in Tally. Like I thought we were going to get run out of the building.
Yep.
And Jacory pulls out a 400-yard passing game out of his ass, and
Yeah.
it was insane. I remember the first drive he hit Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh,
Yep. What was it, like a 39-yarder or something like that?
Like that, but it was beautiful.
Yep. That was a fun game, man. That was a fun game. That's, I remember those teams pretty well, man. We had, Javaris James, Greg Cooper, like Travis Bench.
That was Mike James, I think, or was it Javaris still there?
It was Javaris. Yeah, and then Travis Benjamin, Leonard Hankerson, and dude, those were fun teams, man. Aldarius Johnson. That's it. I forgot about him. I'm just looking at the box score right now, but
yeah, he had a few big catches that game too.
Yeah, man. So, anyways,
or tight end Epps or something like
yeah.
that.
Yep, Diedrich. Was it Diedrich Epps?
Something like that, man. But we just want to say thank you to Diedrich for those catches.
Yes. All right. Lavon is ready for us. Are you ready for me to call him in, Marsh?
Yep.
Cool. Very pumped to have Lavon back on, dude. He's one of my favorite guests.
Hell yeah.
Lavon, what's up, bro?
What's going on?
So we now welcome on our good friend and former Hurricane, Lavon Ponder, back to the show. It's been a few months. How you been, brother?
Been good, man. Just hanging in there.
Hell yeah. It's football season. We're 2-0, and it's Florida State week. How do you feel? I know that you probably watched a little bit of the first two games. What are your thoughts on the Canes this year, Lavon?
Offense looks real good, better than past seasons. Defense coming along. Get a little bit of better play calling. Put little guys in the right spot, so it'll be okay on that side of the ball. Special teams is the ace of the team right now.
Yep.
Want to say that. No, I haven't seen any returns. Louisville had a couple returns, but that was short returns just because he was pooching the ball up in the air and not putting it through the end zone to give him, the 25 yards, the free 25 yards. Man, it's been awesome to have a kicker and a punter.
Yeah. 57 yards. Can you believe that? 57-yard field goal.
Last person I knew that could do that was Washer. The last person I knew that could do that.
Yep. Yeah. And he's still punting for the Falcons, isn't he?
Yes. Punting for the Falcons. So
yeah.
Man.
It's an underrated aspect of the game, and just thinking of 2 years ago when we had Bubba Baxa and Zach Fiegels. Oh man.
Oh man, I seen that punt Fiegels did against Duke that went -1 yard.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, man, for real. And nobody even rushed. They didn't even rush. He could have one step and boomed it, but I'm just happy we got a punter in the kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, and also like that helps you out so much. I mean, what did he hit? 4 field goals on Saturday? Was he 4?
Yeah. I don't have the box score in front of me, but I know we didn't miss.
I know we didn't miss, and I mean, especially when you win by 13, those 12 points they come in handy, man. And so this week is FSU week, as we all know. And, we're trying to talk to some former players and get their perspective on Florida State week. And so as a player for you, Lavon, how was it different when it came time for Florida State week compared to other games and things like that?
Man, Florida State week, they always bring out the speakers. And you have speakers lined up on both sides of the field, the offensive field, the defensive field. And it's just blaring that damn chop song, whatever you want to call it, and it's just annoying you. You're like, man, I'm ready to go out on Saturday and